How we doing, guys? Just finished reading all the comments on the latest videos. If you look in the description now, those of you that have read my first book, second book, there is a link to that. It's now available for pre-order. However, it is on hardback, which is a little bit more than a paperback. For the first 11 months, the following January 2023, it'll get released in paperback. So that's the book, top of the description. Strangeways Prison Officer Story, a new book which is provisionally inside Strangeways. Yeah, so comments on all the latest videos. Like I say, I ain't caught up yet. I have read them all. I'll reply to most of them tomorrow morning when I get a chance. I'm in our boozer. Just a quick vlog. So for a while now, first of all, let me tell you, quite a few people have asked me about prison officers' families. You know, what's it like, relationship-wise? I've discussed the job, the stress of the job. So, little vlog now. I will tell you, I always thought, until I did my book, I left the job at the gate. Yeah, I remember saying it many times. Old cliche, come to work, have a laugh, which I always tried to do. That's not just a cliche. I did try and do that. Just let me get rid of this, guys. I did try and do that. There was a lot of good times, although perhaps I don't always talk about them. And me and my managers and that on the way out of healthcare, we all said the same thing. So I always thought that right until doing the book. Then when I did the book, I asked the missus to write something down, what it was like being a partner of a prison officer. So she did about 4 sides of A4. Gave it me, I gave it to the writer. When I read it, it made me cry. You know, it hit me quite hard. I weren't in a good place then. And yeah, it did make me cry quite a lot. And I probably read the drafts of the book as you work on it, changing, tweaking. I read them 4 sides of A4 that were put straight in the book by the writer. He didn't alter them. He didn't correct anything. There were a few words crossed out. One of the things that was crossed out was she put, I didn't know whether our relationship had survived. He put that in. He just took the 4 sides of A4 and put them in the book. And every time I read the book, like I say, working on it, it made me cry. The first time I listened to the audio book, about 18 months later, it made me cry. So yeah, it was quite hard hitting. My advice to people, prison officers, people going into the job, I always ask about families. You know, have you got a family? Have you got kids? You've got to think about impact on them. You need to be checking back with them always. Because you might think that it doesn't affect you, but it does. Every job affects you. You know, we are a nation of drinkers now. Sadly, that's escalated during lockdown. People come home. Everyone's idea of relaxing is you kick back and have some booze. I never, ever drank on a school night at Strangeways, never. So for me, I were a binge drinker. If I got a couple of days off, which I did now and again, I worked far too much, you know, I just get hammered. So yeah, the missus. We lived in Walkden for 5 years, back of the Stocks pub on Emlyn Street. I was up at 5, out the house at 6. Got back in after 9. That's a long ass day at work. However, it's also a long ass day to be on your own. Our lass Amy had no friends then. Very lonely time for her, like I say. And I worked, you know, I would work 14 days without a day off. I did 20 days, 30 days. I think the longest I ever did was 42 days, yeah, which is not good. It no doubt contributed to my heart attack. However, it is what it is. You put the hours in thinking you're doing good, but not. Equally, my daughter, didn't see my daughter. That made that very difficult, especially in 215 and the 215 when I injured my shoulder and I was on the sick from the prison service. We'd gone from no contact, no real relationship. You know, I probably spent 3 hours a day with my missus, 9, half 9, 10 till 12, 1 in the morning, and then we're off to bed. Shocking. But you don't think about it like that, guys. Long hours culture. It does break up families, it breaks up relationship. There is a lot of divorce in the prison service. So what am I getting round to? Well, finally, tomorrow, so it's Saturday now as you watch this, so hope you're having the best weekend and being able to get some sun. Tomorrow, I will be putting up an interview with the missus. Our lass, Amy, has finally agreed. She's going to ask me some questions. I don't know what she's going to ask me. Probably one or two tough, soul-searching questions. And I've also got questions for her. Not that I don't know the answers, but for you guys that want to know what it's like being a prison officer. So, it's been a while. I've been after her showing her face and maybe making a little contribution to help people out, to show people the other side of it, and to give people an understanding what it's like being a family member of a prison officer. I know at least one person. I hadn't spoke to them for a very long time. I hope they are still well. They have got issues in life from growing up with a dad who's a prison officer. Born early on in their dad's career, their dad took his job out, his frustrations and that on this person and their mother for 25 years, or as far back as they can remember, being beaten by the father who took his frustrations out. Yeah, it's a tough gig for families. You know, lots of people bring issues home. I know I've gone on a bit on this, but it is important. You know, if you listen to 10 minutes of me going on and you sit down, you're thinking of going into the job, or you're in the job even, because people don't realise. They don't realise what it's like. They don't realise what you're taking home. I didn't realise what I was taking home. Yeah? So that's what's happening tomorrow. Thanks for all kind comments, well wishing. I've just about caught up on social media even, and replied to most people. I've got interviews, long content, Tuesdays, Thursdays 6 p.m. and Sundays 6 p.m. Just a little one here, guys. Some of you like these short videos, some like the content, some watch both. I'm thinking about having another channel, Real Porridge Clips, to work in tandem, if you like. The idea being that you people that don't have a lot of time, some of these interviews I'm doing, people have got important messages. Some of it's harrowing, but you know, some of it's also uplifting. So I'm thinking of doing short clips, 8-10 minutes from those videos, putting them on a separate channel. Long content on Real Porridge Podcast, the chats, interviews, 20 questions and the like, and short content clips from those interviews on another channel. Let me know what you think. All right, I've gone on enough. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m, meet the missus, Amy. Cheers, guys. Thanks for coming. I'll see you there.